I asked you to give me a bunch of ideas that I will all record in a single recording session. These videos will release every 2 days. This is recording 11. This is recording 11. And this is the 11th thingy majiggy. And I'm majigging all over the place because this is recording 11 and this right here, I love it. I love it. I love it. Carnally speaking. I love this idea carnally. Hello and welcome to what I call a new video, and today we are going to be talking about what if Toriel didn't have insomnia and actually woke up during chapter 3. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Between this recording and the last recording, I took like a 20-minute break where I just laid down in my bed. That, however, didn't help much because that only managed to get my body to realize in how much pain it is. So I am having pains in all of my joints, and I might genuinely need the cane. So that's awesome. Oh fuck. Hold on. I forgot. There we go. No wait, that kind of looks Russian. There we go. So in chapter 3, Toriel has a dream. She goes on a speech, says, "I have a dream." In that dream, she is asleep. She's asleep the entire chapter. Now, insomnia for the uninitiated is an illness where you can't sleep very well. And, you know, considering she was literally, you know, all about fucking, there was like someone slashing the tires of her car, Undyne's about to arrive, you know, it's understandable that she would have a little bit of insomnia. In the actual chapter she didn't, but what if she did, is the real question we're asking ourselves here. So let's just say she wakes up as soon as the fun gang finds her, because I don't feel like any other point. So the first few boards have been played, and by the first few I mean the first 2 have been played, and now Toriel just kind of wakes up because she has insomnia and she heard a lot of sounds in the dark world. Now she's gonna think this is a dream, and when Tanner arrives, you know, Tanner, he's gonna slide right in. He's gonna slide right in, and it's gonna be awesome if I do say so myself. Toriel's gonna be a little confused. Toriel's gonna raise her eyebrow, you know, look at Tanner, and then be a little confused as to why she's stuck in a ball. And so Tanner is gonna be like, "Oh no! This is a catastrophe!" And then still kidnap the fun gang. But now he's gotta deal with Toriel being in his balls, you know? Like I deal with my balls. See, the fun fact about this chapter is that Toriel, no matter if she wakes up or not, is stuck in a ball. So it doesn't change anything, except maybe we get a few lines of dialogue between Tanner and Toriel, which that's it. Yeah, and she's definitely gonna, like, during the Tanner fight at the end, she's gonna like point at Ralsei and be like, Asriel, Chris, help me. And I don't think anyone has the heart to tell her, you know, considering it is her dream. Right? She thinks it's a dream, after she wakes up, of course. So it would be unwise. It would be unwise to do anything about that. So when Tanner then goes ahead and frees Toriel, after the fight, of course, Tanner gets absolutely annihilated, which you do hate to see. But now the threat is real. The night is here. The night is here, and Toriel is free. And so it's a 4v1, and that one, of course, being the knight. And the knight is like, because the knight can't steal Toriel no more. See, the whole plan was stealing Toriel. At least I think that was the plan. I don't really know, but like as the knight is fighting the team of 4, you know, the fight is probably gonna go on for a lot longer. But then from behind, from the top rope, Undyne is gonna throw spears, and then the knight is gonna be like, "Damn, I'll just take her ass then," and take her ass, meaning that nothing changed except that Toriel saw it happen. But then you know, Susie and Chris run after them, and Toriel is gonna stay with Ralsei, and they're gonna talk. And then the chapter is gonna happen, and then Toriel will think this is a dream. However, I feel like in like chapter 5, Toriel will start, questioning, wait, Undyne is gone, and I saw Undyne get kidnapped in that dream. Curious, but we haven't seen chapter 5 yet, so, yeah, yeah, I don't have anything more for the video, but I've only recorded for 6 minutes. So how are we doing today? This is going to be a podcast now. So personally speaking, this whole recording session thing, it's been a terrible idea. I have experienced more bodily harm in this single recording than I have ever had at my own hands. See, I'm not a guy that does self-harm on the usual, but apparently today is that day. I'm not even halfway done with like all of the videos, which is unfortunate if I do say so myself. So yeah, personally speaking, this was a terrible idea for my body, for my mind, for my everything. I could be spending this time, going on a walk outside. Going on a walk, that's honestly very nice. I'm gonna be honest. I don't usually go outside because I am on the highest floor of my building. Right, so if I ever want to go for a walk, I have to go down all of the stairs, and then after the walk, I have to go back up all of the stairs because we don't have an elevator. So I'm not personally a big fan of that, so I barely do it. But when I go on it, it's just nice. It's just nice to see greenery. It's nice to see everything, and I think we, as a species, are missing that a lot these days, just a lot of green. We just need to be more green. We just need to touch some grass. And I need to touch, I can't say that actually. That's a terrible thing to say. What I want to say is though, I need to... I have been ranting for, I'm pretty sure over like what is like 2 minutes at this point. I don't exactly know the specifics of it, but considering I have never stopped talking, I'm honestly shocked at how well I am doing this whole talking thing. I feel like at some point I could probably hold a conversation on my own, considering the amount of quote-unquote training I've been doing in these videos. And yeah, I think that's very fine, personally speaking. But everyone can have their own opinion, and I don't think someone would necessarily enjoy being talked to like this. Maybe my voice is a little too high. I like to be heard, and if I want to be loud, my voice goes up. But when I actually talk with my normal voice, it's something like this. You can't really hear it, honestly. So yeah, that's not very good in the whole marketing sense, and that's why I don't use this voice, and instead go for something higher like this. Now I should have 8 minutes full question mark. So it's fine. Hold on, let me get that out of here. Who likes this anyway? My feet goes absolutely goddamn hot. Cue the clown, da 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 da. You cue the clown, da 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 da.